Hi, good afternoon, Kim. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Thank you for agreeing to see me today. I really appreciate you coming.
My teacher referred for me to come to you, so I had so much issue, but you're welcome.
Okay, okay. So first I want to start out by saying my name is Miss Novia. Again, I want to say thank you for coming out and deciding to see me because you didn't have to. Before we start though, Kim, I would like to just inform you of a little bit of guidelines that we have, okay? Before we get started. Is that okay for me to share that with you?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so at first I want to let you know confidentiality. So I want to let you know that you agreeing to meet with me. Everything that you say to me is between you and I. I will not be repeating anything you say to me, to your auntie, to your family, to anyone. However, unless you say something that endangers yourself or endangers someone else, then I would have to, report that just to make sure that you're okay and to make sure that somebody else is okay. Do you understand that part?
I understand, but I do have one question. Will you let my teacher or the principal know as well?
No, not at all. Again, everything that you say here remains right here. The only thing that will ever be reported is if you threaten to hurt yourself or someone else, then for obvious reason, then I would have to, report that again to make sure that you're okay and to make sure that other person is okay. Other than that, again, everything that you say remains right here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I also
Yes.
want to let you know, Kim, at any point, if you decide, hey, Miss Novia, I don't want to do this anymore, then you have the right to say, stop, finish, stop the service, and it's my duty to make sure we stop, no questions asked. You understand that part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Kim. Okay, okay. So, how was school today? Did you anything interesting? How was your day? I should start by saying, how was your day today?
It was all right. We had
Yeah.
a lot of tests,
Okay.
but towards lunch, I wasn't feeling it at all.
Okay.
And
And
then I seen a group of girls that I did not like, or basically they did not like me. So I tried avoiding them at all costs, but apparently they wanted to start something with me. I don't even know what to do. It gets on my nerve whenever they try to bother me during lunchtime, even after school. And I
I
don't even know how I can fix that.
Okay. I can imagine you feeling the way you feel, especially when somebody is, you feel, threatening towards you and you don't know the reason why. So I can definitely see your frustration with that part. Okay.
But Miss Novia, my
Yes.
mom, my parents, they're in Jamaica. I don't understand why they can't come down here. And not only that, my aunt is taking care of me and she works, but at times when it comes to clothes, she doesn't have the financial part down for it. And then when I do go to school, it's not what the girls would think the latest trends, and I tend to get picked on, and that's when the fight starts. I'm just trying to defend myself, but right now I'm just out of it. I'm tired of this at Miss Novia.
Okay. Again, I can see your frustration and I empathize with you with that. Okay, Kim, let me back up. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, so okay, I kind of get an understanding. Um, So the group of young ladies, the ones that you see and you feel as if there is an issue towards you from them. What does that look like? Why do you feel as if
Yeah.
they're pushing towards you? Can you please explain to me what it is that they're doing, that you feel that they're targeting you?
Well, I'm going to my third period class, and they're right there near my third period class. My attire is just the average teen's attire. Regular jeans, baggy. And I also have baggy shirts and a worn out jacket. And it's like, every time they go into, when I go into the classroom, one of the girls who making fun of me, she has the same third period as me. And all I can hear is snickering and all. And think, I believe that I saw her pull out her cell phone and take a picture of me. I don't even know what to do now.
Mm,
Now I feel like I'm being judged because of my appearance and made fun of. And I'm really tired of this. My mom's not here, so I can personally talk to her about the issues. And I feel like my aunt is not there all the time because of her working. So I don't know what to do. It's making me frustrated. So I'm taking my angers out on these girls because of all of what they're doing to me. And I know I've been in fights. I'm defending myself.
okay. Okay. Well, I would love to say, Kim, I know you're only you're a young lady, but I think that you're very insightful as far as what's going on with you and how you're feeling and the reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And I really admire that. Because not everyone is able to really, self-reflect the way you're doing. And what I'm hearing you saying, Miss Kim, basically is you're right now, you're currently in school. You feel as if your clothing that you wear to school is causing you to be bullied per se. Your mother and father is currently residing in Jamaica. You are living with your auntie. She's a little bit busy, so you feel as if she's not really able to be so hands-on or to be more focused on what it is that you need. Again, your face and your daily routine at school is also not helping because you feel like you're being targeted because of your clothes. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. This is one I have a first I want to say um Kim, if you see me writing down, I'm just taking some notes so I can be able to, remember some things and properly address, certain things that we are speaking about. As far as your attire goes, let me back up a little. Do you have any friends? Like, do you have any friends when you're in school? Who is with you? Who is it that you rely on for support? Do you have anyone that fits that?
Not that much. I only have two friends. One is Amanda, the other is Rachel. But I kind of keep my distance from them now, being the fact that I'm being targeted by these girls, and I don't want them to feel the impression that they are going to get targeted too and all. And I just don't feel like talking to anybody in the school. Just want to be alone.
Okay. So, okay. So, Kim, I know you say, you avoid them because you don't want to pull them into the situation that's happening with you and the other young ladies in your school. Um, have they expressed this to you that, hey, we're gonna stay away because we don't want to be a part of that, or is that something that you are saying because you don't want it to happen to your friends?
That's something that I'm saying. Although Amanda always try to meet with me after school, but I just normally avoid them so I can quickly go home so I won't have to face the bullies, those
Okay.
girls.
Okay. Okay. So you do not meet with Amanda after school because you do not want to face those bullies?
No.
Okay. What about can you Amanda talk on the phone even if you guys are not meeting after school? Can you guys talk on the phone after school?
To be honest, my auntie's really strict on phone times. I don't have a cell phone. That makes it even worse. She doesn't even want me to be on phones. Everything is limited. I don't even have, you know, any type of electronic devices. Because when I go home, I just come and do chores and clean.
Okay. What about social? Do you do anything on the weekend, whether it be with your auntie or with your friend? Is there anything that you do for fun that's not connected to school and that allows you to have just some time to just be Kim?
I don't go outside that much. I only read my book. And normally I help my auntie with dinner and groceries when she's home from work. And then after that, I just stay home and watch TV.
Okay.
Ever since that happened, I just felt like I should stay home, not be outside.
Okay. I understand. So, okay, let me ask you a question, Kim. How um how often do you speak with your parents? I know they're in Jamaica. How often are you communicating with them?
Every week or so when they have a chance to call me. I know at times the connection can be a little tricky, but when they do call my auntie, my aunt will normally give me the phone to talk to them, and I'll just let them know what's been going on my day. But overall, they're not here in person, so I feel like it's just a phone call, but not them here physically.
Okay. Okay. And that sounds like that would be something that you would really like to have as far as seeing your mother and father in person versus on a FaceTime phone call or on the telephone.
Yes, and I would love to have my phone too, so I can call them like every day rather than relying on my auntie's phone.
Okay. I understand. Um, have you ever asked for a telephone before?
I've asked, but my auntie would normally use the excuse, you're too young. Oh, you need to focus in school. Oh, she does not have any money. So it's always those same excuses.
Okay. Okay. And okay. So okay, okay, let me ask you a question. Is it just you and your aunt that reside together, or do you have any cousins or anyone else there in the household?
I only reside with my aunt. My cousins, they're old, they're married, but I believe my aunt, not believe, but I know for a fact that it's only just me and my aunt.
Okay. Do you have your family or anyone discuss any possible plans, or whether it be now or in the future, for you and your parents to see each other? Or are you aware of any plans for you and your
Um,
parents to see each other?
well, during the conversation my auntie had with my patient, but I didn't want to ask because the other day, the other day I've heard my aunt and my parents talking on the phone, and apparently I heard them talking about immigration, but I didn't want to get to my aunt's business because last time I did, she wasn't happy. So I just took it upon myself to just step back. Because normally, if that were the case, my mom would already told me about her trying to come down here, but still, I haven't heard anything about them trying to come down to the US. Hopefully, it's true. Hopefully, that they'll surprise me.
I will, okay, I understand that, and I hope that will be something that can come to fruition for you very soon, Kim. Um, I know, and I want to say this. I know this is our, our first time session. I appreciate you for, being open and sharing with me. This probably won't be one of our longest session again because, it's our first one for you and I to kind of, get an understanding of how I can help you, um, and and to see for, we're a good fit moving forward. You have given me a lot, and I appreciate that. So I just wanted to highlight that part. I just wanted to highlight part before we continue. I have a question, Kim. I wanted to know, um, how difficult or would it be difficult for you to be able to prioritize um, a little bit more phone calls with your mother and father in Jamaica? Is it something? Well, let me stop right there. How do you think that's something you'll be able to do as far as prioritizing, even if it's 2 to 3 phone calls per week with your mother and father, your parent?
I would not mind. I would not mind. I'll probably try to ask my auntie again, try to push her to make me talk to them, but I would not mind. And it won't be difficult. I just need to, continue asking my aunt until she gave in.
Is there a reason that she's saying that you cannot speak with your parents, Kim?
Normally, it's not that. It's just the fact that she wants her phone time. So if they call my aunt's phone, she'll talk to them and then just give me her phone so I can talk to them for a good 5 minutes. And after that, she'll take her phone and just call her friends or whomever and all that. So basically, she wants her phone time.
Okay. Have you tried asking her advance and say, hey, auntie, is it possible for me to be able to use your phone tomorrow evening so I can call my mother and my father?
I can try, but it all depends if she's in the mood.
Okay.
But I'll try to push myself to ask her and to see what her response will be. And
Okay.
I'll probably ask my mom, maybe if it's possible that can assist me in a way to make her give me more phone time with them. Yeah, I'll try that.
I think that's a wonderful idea. I think that's a wonderful idea. Maybe you can try to ask a little bit in advance and like you just mentioned, incorporate your parents and see if they are able to speak with your aunt in order to make that possible. I think that was a good idea as well. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome, Kim. I um I know you mentioned that, you mentioned your wardrobe at school and how it makes you feel and how it contributes to you feeling down and feel like you're being targeted for that reason. I do have some resources. I can email them to your auntie for you. If you have an email address, I can also include you in an email so that way you're able to, also be a part of that and see the suggestions or the resources that I'm going to provide for you. I have a couple closets that I can refer you to for young ladies. They do have nice attire. You'll be able to go and pick
Oh, that's
out. Good, good, good. You'll be able to pick out, again, they have clothes, they have shoes, jackets, backpacks, you name it. They have a variety, and I will give you guys more than one option. So that way you'll be able to go there, maybe find some different things, and if you like it, you can take it, and then hopefully, that'll, make you feel a little bit better, for now until we're able to, meet again and, have a little bit more conversations. How does that feel? How
okay.
does that sound?
Uh, I think that's wonderful. As long as I can feel better about myself and not have to worry about anybody's opinion.
And I understand that. So, again, I appreciate you for meeting with me today. I hope we're able to meet again. I know you probably need your aunt to follow up with me in order to schedule an appointment, and I will speak with her in regards to that, and hopefully you and I, Kim, can meet again, and we can, um, we can work together and I can, be able to help you as far as how you feeling with your parents not being around, your self-esteem and just your overall well-being and making sure that you're okay. Okay?
Okay. I do have one question.
Go
What
ahead.
about the girls who are bullying me right now or the fights? Um, I don't want to, be in any altercation again. What should be my best decision or
Okay.
best avoid that?
One very good question too, Kim, and I'm glad you mentioned that before we ended our session for today. So in regards to addressing those bullies at school, have you ever informed or is there a trusted adult at school that you can speak to, that you feel that will be able to help you in regards to dealing with those young ladies?
Well, I do have a trusted adult or teacher that I love. He's really nice. He's one of our, well, he's my fifth period band director. Um, Normally anything that concerns the kids, he's able to listen and adhere to everybody's problems or so. And I feel like I can trust him. Being the fact that he has three daughters, he's able to, relate to everybody's issues and all. So I normally can rely on him because he's very nice. And his wife, too, she's also the assistant. Um, well, she normally comes after school to help out with band practice, but she's always nice to me. So both of them, I can trust them. Yeah, and I can talk to their daughters too because they're very sweet and nice. One of them is in I believe in the ninth grade. No, yeah, ninth grade. It's a
Yeah.
6-12 class school, so yeah.
Okay.
So I normally rely on them.
Okay. So I think, Kim, I think I just heard you identify not one, but two adults at school that you feel you can obtain support from as it relates to dealing with the situation at school with the young ladies. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And I think I also heard you mention um one of the daughters of your teacher, band teacher, and his wife being a nice young
Hmm.
lady. So that could potentially be a good positive relationship over there. Is that a possibility there or
Yeah, she's always saying hi to me and checking up on me to see if all things are good. And,
okay.
normally we'll talk to her or ask questions. So she's really nice.
That sounds good. That sounds like, again, if it was something, again, this is up to you. Something maybe you can explore if it feels like a positive relationship that you could probably gain a positive friendship from. Again, ultimately, Kimberly, that's up to you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like something that you can have, again, a positive relationship there. So probably, be open a little bit to that and see how that goes. Um, but again, if
Okay.
that's
I'll
something that
make
you're comfortable with doing,
Yes.
okay,
I'll
good.
try to open up and talk to them tomorrow
Okay.
to see if they can assist. But
And you're
yes.
and you're comfortable speaking with your band teacher and his wife in regards to the
Mm-hmm.
situation you are?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They
Kimberly,
treat me as their daughter, so I wouldn't mind. It's like having two parents there to just, you know, be a family or so. So that's why I'm comfortable around them.
I want to say this, Kim. I want to say that you totally light up speaking about them. You started smiling, your attitude changed, just in speaking to them. So I can already tell that they are, a family that means something to you. So I would definitely say keep on, having them there and utilize, utilize them, in the, best way obviously that you can, being that, your mom and dad is not away. Again, you totally started smiling once you speak about once you spoke about them and how they are towards you. Um,
Yes,
I have,
thank you.
no, absolutely, you're welcome. I have another question for you, Kim, and I know we're going to wrap it up shortly. Um, have you disclosed to your aunt about what's going on at school? And if so, I mean, what has she done or what has she said?
She's aware of the situation at school, and normally she blames, my parents not being there, but which is weird. Why? Because they sent me here. And she also blames me for, just the small stuff. I mean, the fact that, you know, for not listening to the teachers, that's another blame. That's why I'm always getting into fights and all that. My grades are not top tier. So she's blaming the small stuff. So she's aware, and she's very fed up with the calls from schools.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing is your perception of auntie, and when you explain to her what's going on, um so you explain to her, but she's basically frustrated. She reminds you that your mom and dad is not there. She reminds you basically
Yeah.
that you're not doing well in school, so everything is kind of putting the mirror back to you, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Again, I want you to focus on the positive relationships that you have. Your friend Amanda, your other friend that you do have in school. For now, again, focus on the positive. As far as those young ladies, speak with your trusted band teacher, and he maybe knows one or two of them where he's probably able to have a conversation with them that'll probably allow them to look at it in a different way and probably can reduce or maybe bring it down. Not promise you anything, Kimberly, but that's probably just a place to start from by letting them know. I think it is also important to if that doesn't work, then we'll find another channel and how we move forward. But again, I know it's a lot in one session. So, what I would like for you to do is, like I said, focus on those positive relationships. When you do see those young ladies at your best, if you can try to avoid them until we have a little bit more of a handle on the situation, so that way it's not causing you to get in trouble. Because I understand your frustration, and I see where you're coming from. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mhm.
is there
I
any
hear you.
questions for me before we do end our session until the next time, Kim? And as I mentioned before, your aunt can
Mm.
can reach out to me regarding our next session. But any questions for me?
No questions. No questions. You were able to help me. And do event when I experience the same thing. I'll come to you,
Good, good.
so that can give me more assistance and all, or just use your if possible time as a, safe place just in case I'm experiencing these type of stuff.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And again, I will make sure I send those resources over so you can go and look at those places and see about some new attire, clothes, shoes, and everything, okay? And I will send your aunt an email, or I'll give her a phone call regarding the next time we're able to meet. But let me ask you, when is the next time you think you would like to meet with me, or would you be available? I can let your aunt know and then we can take it from there.
You can let my aunt know.
Okay, do you have a day or a time in mind so that way it can be something that works for you?
Next Wednesday, the same time.
Okay, so next Wednesday at 6:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna write that down, but I'll speak with your auntie and make sure it's okay for her as well. And then we'll be talking at that time. And like I said, in between time, just focus on trying to see if you can let your aunt know in advance about those phone calls. Try to focus on the positive relationship that you do have, Kim, and just try to ignore or try to avoid the other group that's just not um that nice to you right now until we get a handle on everything, okay?
All right.
All right, Kim. You have a wonderful evening and we will talk soon, okay?
All right. Thank you, Miss Novia.
Thank you, Kim. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.
You too.